Hi there. So we are now at the end-ish of day 4 of starting a keto eating plan. Hello, baby. And it has been interesting. It's certainly been a lot more flavourful and a lot more satisfying than I thought it could be. And I am permanently attached to a bottle of water. I am constantly drinking. I have a green bottle of water that I think I showed in the last video, and it's just with me constantly. I am always drinking from it, and I've found that I'm not hungry, but I'm not always thirsty, but I'm always willing to take a drink. As part of the research that I did, one of the things that I found is very, very likely to happen is that you're going to go through brain fog, which I definitely have been through. You will feel sick, you will get headaches, which I definitely have been through. I'll talk through the first 4 days and what happened on which day. And one of the ways to combat that is to make sure that you're taking vitamins, which I take daily, multivitamin, including the magnesiums and the other metals that you need to maintain all of your none of the words are actually coming to me right now because this isn't my technical thing. Diuretypes type, your electrolytes, there we go, yes. Maintain your electrolytes, and drinking water and making sure that you're getting enough salt is absolutely critical to that, as well as taking the daily multivitamins. So I've been doing all of that very, very conscientiously. Day 1 I ended up skipping breakfast. I had a coffee. I didn't have breakfast because I didn't have any of the right foods for breakfast. So I just decided that I wouldn't eat breakfast and I'd have an early lunch. Went out, bought all the goodies that I needed. I spent around 60 quid at Lidl's and got all sorts of meats and vegetables. I got cauliflower and broccoli, cucumber and courgette, so that I could mix and match some bits and pieces together to try and I got aubergines as well, not aubergines, avocado, ton of eggs and bacon, steak, stewing steak, chicken thighs, chicken wings, just a whole host of things that I can be eating without having to think too much about it, because my main focus for the first 2 weeks is going to be cutting down on carbs. I absolutely gorge on breads and pasta and crisps and potato. I'm terrible. I can't have a small portion. I just go crazy and have everything, and that's another reason that I wanted to try this particular diet. However, I have to say that even now on day 4, I haven't had any cravings for bread or pasta or crisps or anything that I really was expecting that I'd have a craving for. I don't have a very sweet tooth, so I wasn't expecting to want to have sweets, and I haven't wanted those at all. So hopefully, this is going to be something that works for me, but we shall see how we go. Day 1, as I say, I had a large lunch after I'd done all that shopping. I started off with avocado and fried egg and bacon and some grilled halloumi, fried halloumi, using olive oil and some butters, and that filled me up for ages, absolutely ages. I was really shocked at how long I went, bearing in mind that I hadn't actually had any breakfast, how long that meal lasted. And then in the evening I had some steak, which I made into a Diane sauce with pepper and cream, and I finished that with a portion of cauliflower mash. So it's just boiled up cauliflower mashed together with some butter, salt and pepper. And that was really delicious, and that was incredibly tasty, really, really filling. And so day 1, yeah, went without any fuss whatsoever. I weighed myself on the morning of day 2 because it was too late on day 1 for me to weigh myself. I was absolutely horror struck at the hideous number that came off of the scale. Hello, baby. Hello, Sophie. And I measured myself on day 2. I think I measured myself, yes, on day 2, and if you haven't got a tape measure, just use a bit of string, wrap it around, and then measure the bit of string on a ruler or whatever you have to hand. If you don't have a tape measure, that isn't actually going to be a problem, and it shouldn't stop you from measuring yourself if that's what you need to do. And I downloaded an app so that I could put my weight into the app and at least track it that way, rather than writing it down on a notepad or putting it on a calendar for everyone to see in the world. At least if it's just on my phone or my iPad, then it's just private and I've got that record and I can see what's going on. So every morning I weigh myself, and it's getting nicer and better every single day. By now I've lost 8 pounds, and I know a load of that is going to be water weight, but yeah, it's a huge amount of weight that has come off, so I'm really quite chuffed about that. I'm not expecting it to keep on at that level, obviously, but very, very happy that it's at that level to start off with. Day 2 was fine. I had the eggs and bacon, but less of it, with the avocado. For lunch I had, what did I have for lunch? Oh, I had an omelette with peppers, with sweet peppers, and that was made with some cream. And then for dinner I had another steak. I think it was more steak with the cauliflower mash. The cauliflower mash is just delicious, absolutely delicious. And then yesterday. And on day 2, I started to feel a bit fuggy-headed, a bit light-headed. I just couldn't really concentrate. I didn't feel bad. And I'd been out for the whole day with my mother. We went to do a Victorian cooking thing, which I thought was going to be no problem at all. I thought it would be all about meats and the 1001 meats that Victorians eat or ate, and the way that they were prepared. And so if we were going to be tasting, we'd be tasting meats, and it would be really core meats and not with... And I was wrong. I was so wrong. It was all about sweet desserts and sugars and fruit and syrups and treacle things, and I didn't taste anything. No, that's a lie. I had a tiny spoonful of a fruit jelly marmalade-y thing. It was delicious, but it felt so sweet, and it was outrageously sweet. So yeah, I didn't touch anything else after that. It was just like one tiny half a teaspoon of that for a taster, and then from that point on it was just like, this is too sweet for me, I can't even bear it. So pass the samples on. So that was day 2. It was a little bit fuggy headed, but nothing too bad. Day 3, which was yesterday, was awful. It was fine until about 5 o'clock. I had, what did I have for breakfast? I had more eggs and bacon and avocado. I had a chicken salad for lunch, and I had a riced up cauliflower, a stir-fried cauliflower rice with which I spiced up, and we put some cream in with that and made a kedgeree. So we had smoked haddock and some eggs, and that was delicious. That was really nice, absolutely gorgeous. I will be having that again. I'm not going to have it immediately because I want to save it up, and I only have enough haddock for one more portion of that, so I'll save that for when I really fancy it, and then I'll go out and buy some more haddock. So that was absolutely gorgeous, and the meal was delicious, and it was all very filling. I got some jelly, some sugar-free jelly, which I had to hand in case I had an urgent sweet craving, but I wasn't having any of that. And then I just felt exhausted, and I went to sleep at about 6 o'clock on the sofa. I just passed out basically, and then I woke up about 9. The kids had gone off to bed, and I woke up at 9, and I just rushed to the bathroom. I thought I needed to go to the toilet. Hubby asked me, "Are you feeling okay? Is everything all right?" And I went to the loo, and then I passed out, basically. I thought I was going to throw up. I felt so sick. The whole room was spinning. I was overheated. I felt awful. I just ended up laying on the bathroom floor for about 20 minutes or so. And then I started to feel a bit better. I cooled down. I went downstairs. And asked hubby, did I look a bit off? off as you asked me if I was feeling okay, because I've just been really poorly up there. And he was like, yeah, you look really bad. So I'm hoping that was my really, really worst bad day out of the way. I just then downed loads of drink, and I had a small portion of this sugar-free jelly, just, in case, and just downed loads of water. And I've been fine ever since. So today is the end of day 4. And what did I have for breakfast? I had a butter coffee. I had butter coffee for breakfast. I had 2 fried eggs with cheese sprinkled around the edge so that it all crisps up nicely, which is really yummy. No other meats, so that was all that I had for the protein and fats. And for lunch, I had tuna with mayonnaise, a portion of mayonnaise that I measured out, I weighed it out on the scales, and a portion of sour cream with pepper, salt, and some other herb, all mixed together. I had that for lunch with some salad. Olives, I got myself some olives. I love some olives, and so had some of those as well. And it's all been really good today. I've been feeling really happy. I've been really healthy. And for dinner tonight, I made homemade beef burgers, and I made some plain ones for my hubby and daughter, and I made some funky ones with cheese inside, so that the cheese was melted inside the burger. So as you cut into the burger, it just oozed cheese out of it. Covered it, topped in cheese, because have some more cheese, and then we had some bacon and some broccoli, some steamed broccoli, and it was delicious. Oh, and I tried roasted radishes today, which I was really surprised at how sweet they tasted once you've roasted them. I just roasted them in olive oil, only for about 10-15 minutes, and they were delicious. They were gorgeous. I did a little bit of playing around with things at lunchtime and just trying things out. But that's where I am at day 4. I am feeling great. I've lost 8 or 9 pounds, I think, already by the end of day 4. I can't wait to get on the scales tomorrow to see what is happening, and we shall see where it goes from there. But I'm very pleased. I hit that wall yesterday. I haven't felt rank tonight at all. I have continued drinking. I have been on top of everything that I need to be eating. I'm doing some exercise every day. I'm not going crazy down the gym or anything, but I'm walking Sophie. We're out and about. I'm active. I'm not just sitting on my bum all day long. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. I'm not sure how long I'll leave it in between updates, but that's where I am for now. But I thought I'd share that in case there's anybody else who's thinking about starting keto. And if this is useful or the kind of information you want, then please let me know. Drop some comments and give me a thumbs up. That would be cool. Until next time, bye.